Hey you guys, it's Peter, and welcome to my channel, Peter's Reality TV Show Recaps and Opinions. And today, you're gonna get them. So, I have like 15 videos to make on this channel. I'm not having a hard time keeping up with the shows, of which I'm watching, I don't know, between 12 and 15 shows. Tonight I have, let's see, I have The Golden Bachelor, I have Bachelor in Paradise, and I have Big Brother to watch. So it's like, if I cover those tomorrow, that's 3 more videos. I don't know how, it's not watching the shows that's difficult to keep up with, and I'm absolutely loving everything about this channel, watching the shows, filming the videos, and everything like that. But I literally alone on this channel can make 6 videos per day, just covering all this kind of stuff. So I don't know how I'm going to keep up with it, but I'm trying, right? So last night, we watched the season finale of Real Housewives of Orange County. Then my husband went to bed, and then I watched Survivor, and then I watched The Amazing Race, and then I watched Invasion, which I'm not covering that over here because that's not a reality show. It's on Apple TV, though. It's pretty good. It's on season 2. And then and next week is the season finale of Only Murders in the Building. So that is the season finale is on Monday. That's not on this channel either, but if you guys want me to cover it, I'll talk about it on one of my other channels. And so yeah, so I have lots of shows to watch. And so then I ended the night watching The Real Housewives of Miami, season 2. I think I'm on episode 5 right now. So I'm trying to like get through these seasons. Then I'm gonna start with Potomac, which I believe is coming out. I think the release date they said is November 8th. So I'm trying to get to all the housewife stuff. Anyway, let's get to Survivor and Amazing Race, all right? Now, I made coffee earlier in one of my other videos, and it was so bad that I had to go in and make new coffee. So, the coffee was not good. Speaking of reality TV, the coffee was my last can of cold brew from Dreamy Coffee, which Jenna had to have in The Real Housewives of New York when they were in the Hamptons, and Aaron called it bougie coffee. So I was like, well, I want bougie coffee. So I ordered it, and I reviewed it on my review channel. It's literally the shittiest coffee I've ever had in my entire life. I had 1 can left. Now, I will say the K-Pods were not bad, but they really are just like Folgers brand coffee. In fact, when you get them, they literally, it looks like any other just like K-Pod, and then like on them, they're like, it's like printed like by a computer, and it says Dreamy Coffee on it. I literally think it's like AliExpress, like, you know, they just got, I don't even think it's really their bougie coffee. Anyway, I'm just very confused by all of it, but it's like the shittiest coffee in the entire world. But I had 1 can left of it, and the stuff was so expensive, and it already came busted, and 1 can was broken up, and I was like, listen, Linda, okay, I'm gonna use this can. So I had 1 can left, so I made my coffee out here in my drama video, and it just was so nasty. I was like, I cannot drink this. I can't. I mean, like every time I open one of those cans to drink, I was like, just get rid of it. So anyway, Survivor. Now, I used to watch every season of Survivor back in the day. My friend Tanya and I, she still watches all these reality shows. She's kept up with them through the years, right? I have not. And I kind of like last night when I was watching it, there was a moment where I was like, so between Survivor and Amazing Race, which neither one of them I've watched in years, my ex and I, we used to, this is long before streaming services, like on a weekend, like on a Friday or Saturday, we would go to Best Buy, and we would get like a box set of a TV show. We always like to do competition shows like Project Runway, America's Next Top Model, The Amazing Race, and those were the only ones that were really out at that point. We also got started on Lost that way because we caught up on Lost by buying all the box sets. And then through the weekend, we could just get a bunch of junk food, sit around the house, and we would binge watch a show. This was before binge watching streaming shows was like popular, you know, because you couldn't, because there was no streaming of shows. We also got Heroes, and we never started it. I don't regret that, really. But anyway, so we watched like the first 4 seasons of Amazing Race, and then I don't think I ever watched it again. I liked it. I enjoyed it. And I have to say, last night, out of watching both of them, like, I was like on pins and needles watching Amazing Race, okay? Survivor, not so much. Like, I feel like, I don't know. I don't know. So here, anyway, Survivor. We go into Survivor, and is this like the same setup every year? Because I feel like what they were doing was like this, like they were talking about like the different competitions, like the sweaty, savvy competition where they have to do something that's sweaty, and then they have to do something that's like smart, savvy, you know? And that was like 2 people from each team that didn't like, okay, so they all get on this boat, right? It's 3 teams. They're set up into 3 teams, red, blue, and yellow. And I don't remember any of the team names. Lulu, Reba, I remember that because of Reba McEntire. Fancy. And Bella, I think Bella was the last one. They're blue. And yellow is Lulu, I think. Maybe it's the other way around. I don't know. But anyway, So there's apparently a person from the previous season that was on it that got injured and now he's back. And he's like explaining himself, and because Jeff Probst, like, I mean, he's been doing this show for like 400 years and he still looks really good. He's sexy as hell, I think. But anyway, so this girl, Emily, she just, like, out of the gate, you can just tell, she's like, even on the boat when they're like introducing them, she's like, I'm not really here to make friends, or I don't even really care about the competition, I'm just here to win the money. And I'm like, girl, seriously, like, everybody wants to be on Survivor, okay? Well, not me, because, I mean, I would be on Survivor before Amazing Race, because I ain't bungee jumping over no cliffs and stuff like that, okay? Those detours, I'd be like, my husband, I'd be like, you're doing it. You're doing every single one of these, because I'm not doing it. Oh my God, you want to talk about divorce? My husband and I, if we ever went on Amazing Race, it'd be Divorce Central after that show. It would be Divorce Central, okay? We can hardly fly across the country and not get into a fight and trying to, like, once we get on vacation, we're, like, really good. Like, vacations are great for us because, like, why am I even talking about this? We reconnect and stuff like that. But, like, getting there and traveling there, that show would not be good for us. I'm telling you right now, okay? Do any couples get divorced after Amazing Race? That would be interesting, wouldn't it? We should do that research study over here. But anyway, so I watched Survivor. The three teams come onto this barge, and then they have to do this, like, competition where the winner gets flint and a machete and, I don't know, like a bowl or something like that. And then like the other two teams, they have to pick two people, and then those two people go to this, like, island, and they have to do this. They had to move 40 of the heaviest logs I've ever seen in my entire life, and they had to do this savvy thing, which was, like, I didn't even understand it. I don't know how they didn't figure it out. Neither one of them got it. That was how they were supposed to get their flint, okay, to start the fire, but neither one of them got it. And this Emily girl, she's like, yeah, like, if they come back with nothing, then I think that's just that they got some kind of advantage, and I think, and she's constantly coming for people. She's a total pessimist. She's so negative. And I'm like, you need to get her off this show, okay? Not even off the team, not off the island, off the show. This girl is so negative. Like, she is not even fun to watch, okay, as a viewer of the show. She's nasty, right? Which means she'll probably make it till the very, very end or something, right? And I'm like, did you want to go move 40 logs in the hot heat in the sand? I don't see you doing that. I hardly even see you moving any palm fronds, gal. Okay? You better get out there and move some of them palm fronds. I can tell you right now, if I was one of those 4 people that had gone out there and moved them 40 logs and I came back and there was not a house built for me, there better be a 3-story house with an elevator and a full kitchen, and I'm talking granite countertops, okay? If I had been out there in the hot sun trying to get you some flint to build a damn fire, okay, and I was moving 40 logs across a hot beach, and I'm pushing it. That one guy out there, I felt so bad for him. He's like pushing it out there and all that kind of stuff. I'd be like, no, ma'am, I better come back to a 3-4-story house with an elevator, a full kitchen with a granite countertop, and I better have a pool table in there too, okay, and maybe a hot tub in the backyard. Them people didn't do nothing while they were gone back. Just piss and complain and crying about how hard this is. You've been on the show for a half an hour and y'all are complaining. You wanted this. You wanted this. Okay, and that guy and that girl, that Brandon guy with the long hair, he's a content producer. Is he like a famous YouTuber or TikToker, and I just don't know who he is? I mean, I felt bad for him and stuff like that. I'm trying to get comfortable. He's having I do really, truly feel on this channel like I'm just talking to my good Judy, all right? But he's having, like, panic attack. This is where I'm going to get in trouble because I'm going to say something I probably shouldn't say on one of these videos, right? And I don't watch these videos back. So I do really, truly feel like I'm just talking to y'all like I talk to my good Judy, John and Jean about these shows, right? But, like, I feel bad for him. Like, he can't get up this ladder on the boat, and he's having panic attacks, and he's stressing himself out. And then this other girl that I swear to God, she looks like she could be the twin sister of my friend Nikki, right? If you want to see her, she's in my review channel where we reviewed that stuff. I went to Arizona with her, and we said, it smells like maple. That one, okay? But she looks just like her, okay? And she, of course, is bitching and complaining. They're both crying to each other. It's so tough. You're on Survivor. What did you think you were going on, okay? I mean, you should have gone on Big Brother, and then all you'd be complaining about is slop. These planes coming overhead when I'm trying to make them damn videos. Come on now. And the thing is like, I don't even remember what her name is now. Judy Smith. Judy Smith and Brandon, I like them. I did. I like them. I was like, she's like the most likable one on the show. And I'm like, she's like begging to go off the show. He's begging to go off the show. I'm like, I don't remember a competition show in a long time where you got two people begging to be kicked off the first episode, okay? Like, what did you guys sign up for? Then you got this Emily, and everybody wants to kick Emily out, right? But you know that they're not going to give that vote because they end up, like, not winning, right? The other two people get the idol. It was kind of boring, and honestly. I kind of, like, while I was watching, I was like, yeah, I remember why I don't watch Survivor anymore, right? Like, the drama better be good, okay? And I think I've decided I'm not watching Dancing with the Stars anymore. So many people said it's not a reality show. Well, it's a reality dance competition. What the fuck is it then? It's corny is what it is. I'm not watching that damn show no more, okay? You can't make me watch that show. It's stupid, okay? So anyway, I mean, I may watch like the last 10 minutes to find out who gets kicked out. But then I'll be like wanting to know what their dances were. Maybe I'll watch it. I'm so indecisive about my shows. If I have time, I'll watch it. If I don't, then fuck it. But anyway, so they're all like wanting to kick out this Emily girl that's bitter as sin, right? She's a financial analyst. She thinks she's so smart. Okay, my favorite was I can't remember the girl's name, but she's an attorney. And she didn't tell nobody she was an attorney because she knew she shouldn't tell anybody that she's an attorney. Because then they want to kick her off because why give an attorney $750,000? I mean, this girl is smart, okay? And then this, I think his name is Nate or Jake or something like that. He comes right out and says that he's an attorney, and she's so funny because she's worked for like a long time as an attorney, and he's like brand new, like he just graduated last year, and he's like, yeah, I'm an attorney, I work for the, and she's like, really? She's like, what's an ADA? And all this kind of stuff. She's so funny. And she's like, nobody wants to talk about being a lawyer more than somebody that's a brand new lawyer, and so she's like, I'm talking to him because that's like, if you're going to fool somebody, you're going to fool a lawyer, right? I hope that girl wins. I do. I love her so much. But then, so then this Emily girl that knows that the whole team is going to kick her out because she's bitter as sin, they're having this conversation about, I mean, I was like, this was like the moment where I was like, put me on this show because these are the conversations I want to have, right? They're all of them standing around there having a conversation about that the pyramids were made by aliens and things like that. I love those kind of conversations. I do. Oh my God, those are the kind of conversations I like to have. Let's sit around a bonfire, you know, and have some fountain pops and snacks and talk about how the pyramids were built by aliens. Did y'all watch that Ancient Aliens? Oh my God, I love that show so much. But anyway, so, you know, she's so worried and all this kind of stuff, they're going to kick her out. So she comes up with the good plan is that the two people that are bonding, who are the strongest people on the team, that are the only reason, okay, that y'all didn't drown or die on this obstacle course of madness that y'all had to go through. They're the only reasons that you guys are still here. They're literally doing every challenge. She comes from this Caleb guy. This Caleb guy is throwing himself up on, I mean, he's literally the last person so that he can catch the team up. He's throwing himself up on walls. All for the team, right? And I'm like, and you're so quick to throw him under the bus. Oh no, baby, you would be going first, okay? For me, you bitter Betty, you would be going first. So then they go to the, what's it called? The eviction ceremony. No, that's Big Brother. What's it called? I don't know. The candlelight ceremony. Well, they take away their light. They say, what do they say in there? That fire equals life. I can't remember what it's called. It's the... Anyway, somebody put it in the comment section below. I can't remember what that's called now. The Circle of Fire or something. Johnny Cash's Ring of Fire. But you know what is different now? And maybe this has been this way for a while. I just don't know because I haven't watched the show. It's like a whole town. Like, they go to this whole town. Do you remember back in the day when they did it? It was like this clearing in the woods, and they had that thing in there, all that kind of stuff. What's it called? I almost... They had the immunity icon or... Oh my Lord, I'm gonna have to watch this show a little bit more. I love so much that one guy out there, you know, that he's like looking through palm fronds and those people, and they're like, this is kind of weird that he's like, he's looking for like the idol, the idol, that's what it is. Not the icon, the idol. He's looking for the idol, he's looking for all these advantages, and then that other guy, I think his name is Austin, I really like that guy. Like, he's smart and kind of funny and all kinds of stuff, right? And Austin just like finds it. He's like, yeah, every once in a while when I'm like doing work on the beach, I kind of look for, oh, there it is, right there. And I'm like, oh. And this guy's like going through the woods, like hopping through the leaves and stuff like that. But anyway, so they get to this eviction ceremony. I don't know what it's called. I can't, town council. Is that what it's called? Salem witch trials. I can't remember what it's called. I can't to save my life. But anyway, So I'm sure so many people are shouting at the camera right now. I know y'all are Survivor diehards. I get it, okay? But then they go to the town council, and then they're all going to vote out Emily, and then Emily gets in a fight because basically she's pissed off that everybody's seen right through her, right? And so then she's like, I think it's a smart idea to come for the 2 strongest people on the team. What, girl? Like, you are an idiot, okay? I don't care. Who are you financially analyzing, okay? Savings account for kids, Christmas fund. I mean, you are not smart, girl. Okay, you do not know how to play this game. When they're talking about the aliens, she's like, yeah, I don't really fit into this group. Like, I don't really know how to have these conversations. Girl, did you go to college? These are the kind of conversations you have in college over Boone's Farm, okay? Like, do you think aliens exist? You can't have that kind of conversation because you're so serious about the world, okay? I don't know. Maybe you need to go on that Welcome to Plathville show, okay? And hang out with them Plaths for a while because they're about as serious as you are. You got no sense of humor. Listen, 1982 is looking for your sense of humor, okay? Go back and find it. So anyway, this one girl, Judy Smith, who looks like my friend Nikki, she is, and I love her so much, too. I just love everything about it. She's like the girl that, I mean, I'm probably like Brandon on that show. I couldn't do a physical competition to save my life, and I'd be crying and having panic attacks and the whole 9 yards. That's why I probably like him, right? But they bond, and I'm like, oh, I like this girl so much. Like, I want her to win the whole show. She takes herself off the first show. She tells them all she's either going to quit or they have to vote her out. And then Jeff Probst is like, well, props to him. I don't even know how to pronounce his name after 40 years, but he's like, so are you all going to vote for her? And she's like, yeah. They're like, yeah. And so she's like, okay. And she's real happy about going home because she wants to smoke a cigarette and she wants to sleep in a bed and eat some food. I'm like, girl, you've literally been here for one day, okay? I mean, did you smoke 5 packs of Reds a day? Girl, like, seriously? I don't know. Like, you might have wanted to try to quit smoking before you came to the Survivor, okay? Did you not know what this show's about? Just, like, these people crack me up. They come to the show, and, like, she's like, you know how they, like, you said it to how many you watch it, and people say it's a lot harder than it looks? And they're like, she's like, they're right. I knew it was a lot harder than it looked, sitting on my couch, okay? 20 years ago, I knew that. I know that was not the show for me when Richard Hatch was walking around season 1 naked on that beach. I was like, no, man, okay? I don't need to see them ass cheeks. This show is not for me. So then I got right into the Amazon. Well, then I was drinking. Who was coming up here? Oh, it's this. Oh, hi. What's she delivering? Oh, somebody's delivering something to me. Hold on just a second. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Oh my God, she was so sweet. She did bring me a little package. It was from my husband. But anyway, so our regular mail guy is off today, and so we have like a new mail person. She's been like all through the neighborhood all day today. But she got out of her car, and I was like, damn. Do we got movie stars in here? She looks like that Megan. Why can't I remember anybody's name or town councils or anything today? The Megan girl that she's married to the guy, or she was married to the guy that was on Beverly Hills 90210. Do you know what I'm talking about? She was in the Transformer movies. That's who that girl looked like. I go, who do people tell you that you look like? And she goes, Rosie, the person that, like, back in the day, you know, I don't got no biceps, but I wish. That's why I need to go on Survivor for some biceps. But you know that person I'm talking about? And I was like, well, yeah, you kind of do, because she's kind of have that, like, 50s look, you know, to her. She's so pretty. And I said, but you look like that Megan girl. Why can't I remember her name is? It doesn't matter. Anyway, let's get into Amazing Race. So, Amazing Race, I loved. Okay, and I haven't watched it in forever. I was literally on the edge of my seat. I mean, when you watch a show, like, and in 5 minutes, you already have your favorites. I know y'all think that the gay couple is going to be my favorite, but that's not the case. I do like the gay couple. I think that they're really nice. But they're not my favorites. I have lots of favorites in the show so far. Actually, so Jocelyn and Victor, who are married, and they're like an older couple, they were team 1, and I really liked them. I actually really like, I think his name is Corey, and his dad is deaf. I love them so much. Like, if they won the whole show, I would be so happy. And the couple that were married and their high school sweethearts, and so they had to do this massage thing. So anyway, they start in Los Angeles, they start in Hollywood, the Hollywood sign, then they have to go to the airport and whatever, and then they fly to Bangkok, and then they have to do these things in Bangkok, and then that's like the whole thing. And they can either do like this sword ceremony, they do this sword ceremony, or that they practice and they have to do this like routine, or they have to do this massage. I'm gonna tell you right now, if you watched it, I could not have made it through that massage, okay? I love a deep tissue massage that's very gentle, okay? I cannot, they were bending people and like pretzels. There is no way I could do that, right? And so I kind of felt bad for the guy because, so the couple that's been together, they're high school sweethearts. They remind me of like a friend, like this couple that we're friends with. And I think that's kind of why I like them. But they, like, he's like almost at the very end. He's like 6 minutes out from the, like they had timers. They had to do it for half an hour. And he goes, wait. And so they're not allowed to stop it because if you stop the person doing the massage, then that resets the clock back to 30 minutes. It resets. This was a detour, right? Oh, I also loved the two sisters that did the, hey, how are you? Good to see you. Beautiful night, isn't it? I also love the two sisters that did the express pass and you had to eat all those bugs. And can I just tell you, for the first time ever watching a show like this, like they do this all on Big Brother and all these different shows where you have to eat the gross bugs and the tarantula and stuff like that. I'm like literally shouting at the screen because the one sister finishes it and the other one's like, I can't do it and whatever, is this tarantula? I'm like, just eat the damn tarantula, girl. Like, and for the first time ever, I was like, I could totally do that. As a vegetarian, okay, like, I couldn't go on one of these shows and be a vegetarian. Like, I would have to not be a vegetarian, which I don't know how I would do it, but if I wasn't a vegetarian, I would throw them bugs down and get that express pass and be out of there so quick, right? So I really like that couple too. Who are, I'm trying to think of the other couples that I really like. I like the dad and the daughter that are from Texas. And he said, well, Dynamite's small too. And she goes, exactly, or something like that. I like them. There's so many people that I like. The mother and the daughter that were waiting whether or not they were going to get massages, and they had to wait till the very end, and they came in second to the last. I really like them. I really like the two college friends that started doing the sword fight thing, and then they ended up going to give the massages. I really like them a lot too. They're kind of funny. And the gay couple, I mean, they're fine. They're not bringing tons of personality to their show so far, and I was kind of like really hoping for that, but they seem like nice guys, right? There's so many people on the show that I really, really like so far, and I really like that they're all kind of like helping each other out a little bit, and they're so nice to each other. That was the one thing that I had forgotten. Like, if you had asked me about that, like, I had forgotten that like all the teams kind of get close and like help each other out a little bit. And, I mean, even though it's a competition, they like help each other out a little bit and stuff like that. So I like that. Yeah, I loved it. The first episode was fantastic. I can't wait and it was an hour and a half. So I can't wait until next week to watch it again. Yeah, Amazing Race, 2 thumbs up. Amazon. Survivor, I'm kind of like, Tribal Council! Tribal Council, girl! You better get your ass to Tribal Council, girl! Oh my god, should I do a, is that what it's called? That's what it used to be called. Should I do like a imitation one right here? It'll be like me and Boo Radley, and I'll be Boo Radley. You're out. Sorry, you're no longer part of Reba. And I'll put out his little bone or something like that. He'll have a little bone he's eating, and I'll have to put it out. Anyway, yeah, I'm really into Amazon. I keep on saying The Amazing Race. I love it. Survivor, we'll see. Okay, it's like Dancing with the Stars is kind of like a maybe to no. Survivor is kind of like I feel like I should watch it because I said I would, and it'll give me something to talk about with my good lady Tana Jane, but I'm not loving it so much, but I'm loving it enough that I'll keep on watching it. So I'm not giving up on these shows. I'm going to keep on going on. And then tonight comes out The Golden Bachelor and Bachelor in Paradise. So yeah, I feel like there's something else that's coming out tonight too. Hold on a second. Let me look through my shows and see. Big Brother, Survivor, Amazing Race, The Golden Bachelor comes out tonight, Below Deck Mediterranean came out already, Real Housewives of Salt Lake City was Tuesday, Orange County was Wednesday, New York is Sunday, Bachelor in Paradise comes out tonight, Love After Lockup comes out tomorrow, Welcome to Plathville is Tuesdays, and Dancing with the Stars is Tuesdays, and those are all the shows I'm watching right now. So, I'm excited about that. If you guys have any video requests over here, let me know in the comment section below. I love you guys so much, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.